Join us as we take a journey back in time on board the world's last seagoing paddle steamer. With almost 80 years of history, the Waverley is not just a ship, but a living testament to a bygone era. We will meet the crew, explore the ship, and try to understand what makes Waverley special to so many people. Welcome to It's a Boat Thing. Neil is a great friend of mine, and we met over 10 years ago back in our Star Trek convention days. Like me, he is no stranger to being in front or behind the camera, so I have asked him along to co-present this episode of It's a Boat Thing as we go on tour on the PS Waverley. Hello and welcome to It's a Boat Thing Goes on Tour. Little bit of a departure from our normal adventures. We're coming off of our boat and we're going on a different river. We're going to the Thames, but I am not going to be alone. I have a co-presenter with me, and that is my very good friend, Neil.
Good afternoon, Peter.
Well, you brought the weather with you, that's for sure.
Well, it's usually the case.
It is, that is very true. So Neil's going to tell us what we're doing tomorrow. Over to you.
Well, the Paddle Steamer Waverley first set sail in 1947, and she is the last ocean-going paddle steamer in the world. And tomorrow, we're going to board at Tower Pier. We're going to sail all the way down the Thames estuary to the UK's longest pier at Southend. And then, after we've had a little bit of time there, and maybe treat ourselves to fish and chips.
Oh, I've got to have fish and chips if we're at Southend, haven't we?
We're going to come back, and hopefully at 8 p.m, we'll sail into London, and as Tower Bridge opens, the twinkling skyline of London will greet us.
And if we've got weather the way it is now, that should be nice and clear, and it will be a great arrival back into the dock of London, won't it?
Here's hoping.
Let's hope so. We'll see you tomorrow.
We'll never miss. Oh, 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 oh. It's a brand new day. Every little thing's okay. Hey, hey. We'll find a way in every single way.
Okay, so we've arrived in London. We are now at the Millennium Pier. I tell you what, that's tricky to say because it is absolutely freezing today, and we're about to embark on the Waverley.
As you can see in the background, it's the Paddle Steamer Waverley here, which is what the trip is all about. So first launched in 1947, and today is a 1940s theme day, so we're hoping for some people dressed in post-war attire. But so, who knows?
So we're going from here at Tower Pier, and we're going downstream under the Dartford crossing, and we're going to end up at Southend Pier. Is that right?
Southend Pier is our destination, the longest pier in the UK. And then we'll board around about 4:15, and then hopefully coming through Tower Bridge about 8 p.m. tonight with the twinkling skyline of London to greet us.
Can't wait, should look good. We're just boarded onto the Waverley. Looks like there's about 600 passengers for today's excursion. Looking to slip lines, give or take around 9:30, and I gather Tower Bridge is booked to lift about 22, quarter to 10. I'll let you over.
say that we know Town Bridge really well,
Yeah.
but we have never been under it when it's had to open.
Yeah, I've had to wait myself a few times to go over the bridge when it's lifted, but I've never done that before. That's brilliant. Thanks very much, then, ladies.
Woke up to the sound of your sweet laugh. Sunrise in your eyes, hearts on the path. Dancing in the light, like the morning breeze. Feel the rhythm right, such a mind at ease. Oh, 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 it's a brand new day. Every little thing's okay. Find a way, in every single way. Walking hand in hand on the peaceful sand. Dreams that we have planned in this wonderland. Feel the ocean's kiss, magic in the mist. Moments full of bliss we'll never miss. Oh, 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 it's a brand new day. Every little thing's okay. We'll find a way, every single way.
So we've now found our way down to the purser's office, and to find out exactly what the purser does, we are going to meet Andrew, and this is Andrew. Andrew is the purser. Hello, Andrew.
Hello, nice to see you.
So what is the role of a purser?
So all the steamers would have traditionally had pursers back in the day, and it was very simple. You came on the ship, you bought your ticket on board, and it was collected as you went ashore. So they're quite unusual. People very often ask, why you're not taking the tickets as we come on. The answer is you can buy on board, subject to availability. So I can find myself selling tickets, I can find myself issuing tickets that have been bought in advance, but maybe we've not had time to print them off and post them, or maybe someone just has to exchange a voucher. So quite a few functions in here during the day, but also taking part in welcoming people on board, making sure they get on safely. And also the most important part, which is being responsible for all the money on board. We do have plenty of catering facilities, we've got the shop facility, and all the revenue from that comes back to me, and it's my responsibility to make sure that's accounted for every single day.
So what are the other roles that you do on the boat? I've seen you out and about on deck, so I know you're not sat in the office all the time.
So, fountain of all knowledge, really. You become a central part of the ship. You're the one person that everyone sees coming onto the ship and going off. So, very often they come to you asking questions. Where's the engine room? Where are the toilets? Where's the shop? So, you kind of have to be an ambassador for the ship, really. Central point of the ship.
You are a well-known face, because I've seen you greet people coming onto the boat, so they must recognise you when they find you in this particular
Oh yeah,
place as well.
absolutely. Yeah, and even at night, for example, I'll be heading up to the coach park at Tower Hill to make sure that all the people get their buses back to Southend tonight. So really just a lot of different roles everywhere at once.
It is, isn't it? And I saw you hanging onto the gangplank earlier, so you're not even a stranger to helping the rest of the crew.
Oh yeah.
Gangplanks across.
Yeah, it's really, as a department of one, I actually work closely with basically every other department, whether it be catering to get their kind of tills out and count the money at the end of the day, the deck crew as well, helping them with the gangways, counting on and off, and recording that as well. That's another function of mine.
Is that what you had in your hand, a people count?
Exactly, yes. So that's to work out exactly how many we have on board, and today it's been clicked a lot.
Is it? Do you have any idea how many people?
Yeah, there's just under 700 on at the moment, so that's very busy indeed.
That is busy, isn't it?
Yes.
Although I've got to say, walking around the boat, it doesn't feel crowded, but it does feel busy.
Yes, until it rains, of course, and everyone goes downstairs, or until we get to Tower Bridge and everyone comes upstairs.
Of course.
So there's a balance that needs to be met there.
Great thanks to Andrew in the purser's office for giving us the time. You may hear in the background that there is like a noise. That is the engine. How many horsepower is that, Andrew?
2,100 horsepower, triple expansion steam engine, the original steam engine built in 1946, which I'm probably the only person in the world who regularly sleeps above that. So it's quite an experience.
So there you go. Andrew clearly knows his stuff. If you've got any questions, ask him in person.
Miss your gentle whispers, sweet words softly said. Everything true love was longing now instead.
Well, I can see looking at what's coming at you, Neil. It looks like you've got quite a large boat aiming to go into your ear. And as we suspect, there's nothing in the middle and it's come straight outside.
Since you hit the lead.
We are arriving at Southend Pier. It's been a great trip, but now it's time for a layover of around 3 hours. We're going to grab some lunch and look forward to the trip back.
Wishing you'd come back. Nothing brings the comfort, only hard time. Everything about you still makes my
We'll see you again in part 2. We leave Southend as the weather closes in on us, but soon turns better as we get closer to London, with a fantastic sunset followed by a splendid nighttime cruise, passing many iconic sights, and an epic finale to the excursion as we pass under Tower Bridge.